Hello, I'm Pertrie, and I'm sorry I'm so late on the videos, but you would not believe what happened to me. Okay, so I always watch the TV for my reviews, right? Because that's where movies come on. What? Yeah. Okay, so then, I thought, oh, I better thank the TV, right? So I thought the best way is, I'll just give it a nice, simple kiss, you know? Nice, simple, to thank it, right? So I give the TV a kiss, and then a slight tingling sensation comes over my lips, and then I wake up in the emergency room. And it's like, what? Why am I in the emergency room? But then it's like, the doctors are like, you have second-degree burns on your mouth. And I couldn't talk for a week. I had so much fun. And this one doctor was so nice. He offered to hold my wallet for me because I was scared and I haven't seen it since. So that's like, what? Okay. So anyhow, I could babble on all day, but I'm so glad I'm back. And I'm feeling good. And the doctors say my dress sense is back in. I got this from the Shakespeare Theater. They were giving it away. It's like, why would you give these away? Okay, so let's get to the end. I watched this movie in the hospital. So well, actually learned my lesson, so I gave the hospital TV a hug instead of a kiss. No, just kidding, I kissed it and ended up back in the hospital. Okay, so anyhow, okay, so I watched this movie, End of the World, and it was amazing, okay? This is and it's not even the end of the world, it's about them traveling back in time, so I'm not even thinking of the right movie, but it was another amazing movie. Okay, so it starts with the people, and they're like, we're in a spaceship. And it's like, it's not a spaceship, it's cardboard. But it actually is a spaceship. It just looks like cardboard. What? What? That's crazy. Okay, they're driving, it's like, we're having a good time in this spaceship. Like, why wouldn't you? Yeah. So then they're driving, and it's like, look out the window, we're at Mars. It's like, what? We're at Mars? I didn't even know we made it there. Okay, Mars is on a string. That's right, I learned about planets. They're on strings, and that explains a lot of how they're up. So let's just say, and actually that kind of made me scared, because then I started thinking, what if our planet's string broke? What? We're dead. Okay, so anyhow, thinking aside that we're going to be dead if our planet's string gets cut, I had really much fun. Okay, so anyhow, they're circling around the planet. It's like, well, this is just a normal routine expedition. And then it's like, but what, there's a time rift? That's not normal. That's science discovery. First time rift travelers ever. So they're like, see this time rift, and it's like, okay, and I was thinking, what's the best idea here? And then, because I'm not the brightest bulb in the hat of the glasses, right? I thought maybe it's not a good idea to go in the time rift. But of course it is, so they do. That's called thinking ahead. That's called common sense. Common sense. Ow. Okay, so anyhow, they were going, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I'm so excited to go in the time rift. And that's why I'm shaking, because of how excited I am. That's right, my body language communicates how excited I am. That's what? So anyhow, we go in the time rift. It's like, oh. I'm doing this because they were shaking, and it's like, great acting. That's what I call acting. They must have gone to acting school. You know what acting school? The acting school of amazing acting. What? What? That's what I call double acting. Wow! And then they crash land. You wouldn't believe this, they crash land on a model. They don't even crash land on a planet, they crash land on a model. What? I don't know. And then the people are coming, right? And okay, this is where things, they got me sad, okay? The general's like, I gotta tell you some bad news. I was like, what? Character drama? Conflict? What can be the bad news? Explain, please. I don't even know why we're here. First we saw the spaceship, and now we're here. That's weird. But guess what? This is what I call caliber steel filmmaking. It actually ties in with the spaceship people, because the bad news is that their dad, they presume dead, and he's on the spaceship that went in the time rift. So we're seeing his family. Character connections. That's what I call tying loose ends, and that's what I call filmmaking consistency. I love yelling. It's so much fun, because now that I got from the hospital with my burns, they said I don't have volume control. What? No volume control on this person. Okay, so anyhow, they're walking around the planet. It's like, well, know what? Oh, my family's out there, so now, like, that ties in. My family might be dead. They might think I'm dead, so that's like, and I really hope they don't think he's dead, because he's gonna come back to you. Or he's not. He's not, actually, which is really sad. And then they're like, okay, so let's just walk in this cave and investigate. It's like, what? And I didn't even know spiders are this big. They're in Australia, because spiders are big there. Although I heard they're not as big as, like, 50 feet, but I don't know. It's mutated or something. So it tries to kill him, like, oh no, it's plastic and it's trying to kill us. Okay, and I don't even know what happens. Okay, so anyhow, a lot of things happen that I don't even care about. There's some romance, which is great, and I can't remember it because I was passing out a lot in the hospital. What? Talk about my mind having trouble. That's like crazy. So then, at the end, they're like, okay, well, we can never get back home. And he's like, oh, well, I've kind of forgotten about my son and wife, too. Didn't really care about them, which is like, okay, well, I guess then it's not sad because he doesn't feel sad. What? That's called character coming to realization. Yeah. Okay, and then it's like, they rebuild their society, and it's like, this is heartwarming. This is a pound to the heart. I'm pounding my heart to show you where my heart is. And it's like so great because they finally build the house, they get reunited with everybody, and the world is safe. And I skipped over so many other parts of the movie. What? Oh yeah, and they also discover about Einstein's theory of time travel. So that's like science. We got to learn about Einstein. He had like crazy hair. No, I'm just kidding. I love Einstein. He looks great. You know, we can't all be great just like me. I'm just kidding. He's great. I love him. I love him. Give me a hug, Einstein. Come on, Einstein. Give me a hug. He can't because he's dead. That's quite funny. Oh, and I give World Without an End because guess what? Like World Without an End, my praise for this movie is Without an End. And that's quite funny because that's the title of the movie. Yeah, so I give this an infinity because it's without an end. I loved it. Infinity. So, anyhow, I'm glad I did this. Thank you to the hospital. Oh, and if you see something, what's crazy is after that doctor took my wallet, somebody's charging me. So that's crazy. We'll never find out who that is. Anyhow, thank you guys. Another great review. And as always, I'm John Pertrie.
John, all of the fly swatters are stuck and all the flies are dead on them and I can't get them off.
Oh, as much as I feel sad about those dead flies, I guess I can't help it, and I feel more sad, and my mom had to be sad looking at those dead flies, so I better peel them off. Peel their dead bodies off and give them a proper burial. Fly, everyone.